Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, pledged to return to Marlborough, in Wiltshire, with her grandchildren to attend a special screening to mark the reopening of the local cinema. The Duchess visited the market town earlier this week to inaugurate the new boutique Parade Cinema as part of a series of events in Wiltshire. And the royal suggested she might bring back all of her grandchildren to treat them ahead of Christmas. NBC royal correspondent Neil Sean told his YouTube followers, "We were told on the quiet that Camilla will be taking her grandchildren and some other royal children to a very special screening just before Christmas to make sure the cinema really does get the kickstart it so thoroughly deserves. It's a former chapel, and the reason behind this is that businesses are really struggling, not just here in the United Kingdom but around the world, and particularly the arts in general." The Duchess herself hinted at a potential new visit as she thanked philanthropist Robert Hiscox, the chairman of the company behind the renovations of the former chapel. Camilla said, "I have worked for a very long time with the Bobby Van charity with him, and he is absolutely brilliant in getting things done, and I think this is one of his masterpieces. So, thank you very much indeed for asking me to open. It is going to be a huge asset for everybody in Marlborough, round Marlborough, and the whole of Wiltshire. I very much look forward to coming to see a film here, having my glass of wine and popcorn, and bringing all the grandchildren here. Hopefully I will see you again then." Camilla has 5 grandchildren from her 2 children, Laura Lopes, and Tom Parker Bowles. Laura, an art curator and wife to the grandson of the 2nd Baron Roborough, is mother to 13-year-old Eliza and 11-year-old twin sons Gus and Louis. Food writer Tom shares daughter Lola, 14, and Frederick, 11, with former wife Sarah Byes. The Duchess of Cornwall is also step-grandmother to Prince William's children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, as well as Prince Harry's, Archie and Lily. Camilla revealed shortly before Prince George's birth that she has been nicknamed Gaga by her grandchildren. But the Cambridge brood is believed to have adopted a completely alternative nickname for the grandfather's wife, as they do not refer to her as Grandma. Despite the blended nature of her family, the Duchess of Cornwall is known to be a doting grandmother to both her own grandchildren and royal children, as well as the youngest members of her friends' families. Royal author Penny Junor wrote in her book The Duchess, Camilla Parker Bowles and the Love Affair That Rocked the Crown. Camilla has often hosted parties for the children. Ms. Junor said, "In 201 there were about 90 children tucking into sandwiches, cakes, and jellies and roaring around the garden at Clarence House, having tugs of war and watching spellbound as magicians did tricks and entertainers made them laugh."